2023 is almost over, so it's time to kind of reflect on the year and think about what has happened this year, what I was able to do this year, and just kind of highlight a few things that I can think of off the bat with 2023.
You can't say you didn't see this coming. Finally got some inspiration right again.
So when I thought about going into 2023, I definitely had different goals in mind. I definitely had different things that I wanted to do. But sometimes life is just a little bit different. I obviously didn't expect to go to England at the start of the year when one of our friends passed away. So that wasn't really something that I had planned for, obviously. And I didn't plan for everything that kind of made my brain tick after that. I definitely went into a lot of emotions of, okay, what am I doing with my life? Especially after kind of learning that life is very short. Whenever people pass away, I always kind of feel that of like life can just end so quickly. So I really have to kind of make the best out of it and I have to enjoy it. And I think when that happened, that definitely set me off into a, hey, what am I doing with life kind of thing. So that is not always easy, but you know, it's fine. So whenever I was going through that in January, I actually got an email as well saying, hey, do you want to be part of this anthology? And if you've been following my channel, you've seen the anthology videos and my excitement about that, and actually have it right there in my cupboard, which you can't see, but it's behind the STYGIAN tote bag. So yeah. So I got that when I was in England and I didn't see it until a month later, but that's all explained in that video, so I can make sure to leave that linked if you want to check that out. With me then writing a short story, submitting it, and eventually getting published this year as well, which is still very strange to me that I am now a published author, but I am, which is exciting, which is why I feel like 2023 wasn't really as bad as some of the stuff that has happened in this year, but that's definitely a high for me this year. Some of the lows obviously are, you know, passing away of people and some other stuff that has happened and you know, the stuff that I don't share online basically. But yeah, I also started a podcast this year and I got published, as I said. I made so many friends online with like my writing community, people that I absolutely adore. We've done several writing streams, writing sprints, stuff like that. Definitely different events that have happened. I had the event in July where I wrote the 10K on that day of like live streaming where my oven broke down and you know, stuff went down. And then a couple days later, I broke my foot. So we are already in July, which, you know, roller coaster of this year, basically, with me having the high of being published on the 1st of July and then breaking my foot on the 6th of July. So yeah, the highs and lows are definitely close together. But yeah, I broke my foot. I struggled a lot with that, with not being able to do the things, you know, around the house. And I was very tired all the time. With being tired, by the way, I forgot that I had a whole vitamin D issue as well, which, you know, yeah, that also happened, which, you know, explains why I was so tired all the time. We're in July, right? So I broke my foot. We weren't sure if we were going to go to France or not. We ended up going. Obviously, the holiday was different than I expected it to go. At the start of this year, I thought I was going to go to Australia. You know, before the friend passed away, I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to spend my summer in Australia, which didn't happen. Now I'm going at the end of the year, so it'd still be summer in Australia, just not summer this time, you know. It'll be winter on my side of the world and summer in Australia, so I'm still looking forward to that. July, August was fine. It was definitely not the holiday I envisioned, but I was there. I read some books. I did some stuff and that was fine. Looking back on like that holiday, I definitely feel like I wanted to do more, but I wasn't really able to. And I feel like I wanted to enjoy more the reading and just chilling, which I feel like I didn't do as much either. But yeah, I think in general, just everything took a long time for me to do. And whenever I had my broken foot, like going and taking a shower took forever. Actually, you know, going to the store took forever. So it was a lot of just being grateful for my mom and doing all the things, and also for my sister and my brother-in-law for, you know, driving me around in the wheelchair and taking me out on trips towards, you know, literally just, even if it's like the store, that was like my outing for the day. But also taking me around the lake, which I didn't think I was gonna see that year because of my broken foot. But yeah, they were kind enough to push me around and do all of that. So even though it wasn't the holiday that I wanted, it definitely was a holiday to remember. And I think in a way that also gave me kind of I just need to accept life the way that it comes, because obviously with my broken foot, I couldn't do everything that I wanted. And instead of me being like very frustrated about it 24/7, I was like, I can't do it. So I'm just gonna have to accept that. It wasn't easy to just accept that, but I was trying to kind of do my best with that. So yeah, that brings me to after my holiday and after the cast was finally removed and my foot was free, I started dating again and actually met my boyfriend literally 2 days after I decided I was going to download an app again. So that was kind of nice. I didn't have to spend a long time being frustrated with dating apps because I really don't like them. But yeah, we just clicked and we immediately started dating. So that's been happening for a little bit now, and very excited and very happy. Definitely, you know, flipped my whole world upside down again. Instead of me kind of settling back into life and figuring out the right balance of doing all the things, I have another thing to add to the mix, and I enjoy it. Like, I love it. I'm really happy that he came into my life. Like, you know, I'm very excited, but that also means that I have to reevaluate like all the things that I do and kind of when I do them. And that was, you know, explained in my Hey, I feel nano video earlier this year, but it's not easy to kind of try and balance everything. I think that's something that I've always struggled with, not just this year, but in general. And I really hope that for 2024, I'm going to be able to do kind of a more balanced kind of schedule. But yeah, for 2023, that is kind of, you know, in global terms, kind of my year. I definitely bought a lot of books in 2023. I haven't read as much books as I wanted to. I feel like I did a good amount of reading in the start of the year. I was really kind of trying to do all of that, and I didn't do as much towards the end of the year, like barely anything. So I feel like I usually start off with something that I want to do pretty well, and then it slowly dies down, or somehow I feel like I don't have enough time or something else comes along, and then, you know, it just messes things up a little bit with what I was doing and was trying to do. I think looking back on 2023 with the more recent months, I would have thought like 2023 wasn't the best year for me. I definitely had a lot of things I was like frustrated with, a lot of things that I am trying to deal with in like private life stuff. And with me going to therapy, that obviously helps, but I'm working a lot on self-improvement and just my own personal stuff, and not as much on my writing stuff, which is something that I really don't like. I want to do the writing as well. I want to do all the things. It's not always realistic to want to do all the things, but I want to. So I feel like my writing was something that I really missed this year, even though I got published. So I have talked about that before in videos, but it's so weird to me that I did get published, but still feel like I haven't written anything this year. And I think part of that is because I did my writing for that short story. All of it was done in February. And, you know, we did edits in March or April, something like that. But that was me spending one evening going through it. So I didn't really work on anything for the remainder of the year. I did my 10K day in July and then tried to do my nano. So I did write like 30,000 words maybe in the whole year. And that is something that I don't like. I want to get back to me actually enjoying writing instead of me feeling like I have to write. And that has just not happened at the moment. So I'm trying to kind of figure out what to do about that moving forward with 2024 coming along, you know. I want to kind of figure out what I want to do for that year, and I think the main thing is focus more on writing, but I'll figure that out when I do my goals video, but for now, like, that is kind of what I'm reflecting on 2023. It was like, what did I miss doing, or what would I wish I would have done more of, was definitely writing. So that is definitely something that I want to do more. As for like things that I really enjoyed this year, I really enjoyed kind of the traveling, I think, is part of it. Obviously, like, my trip to England, like I said, wasn't planned, and my trip to France was definitely different. But I'm also now going to Germany in December, which, you know, by the time you guys see this video, it probably would have already been. I'm recording these a little bit in advance, as you can tell, because of me going away. I'm going to Germany in December, and then also flying out to Australia. So very exciting kind of travel year, I would say. Definitely some bucket list items ticked off of my list. And in general, just kind of rekindling some friendships and talking more to these people is really nice. And building friendships as well with my writing community has been really, really nice. I really enjoy kind of seeing them and kind of talking to them, and just enjoy having those friendships, and also being consistent with some of my friendships that have been around for quite some time, but we still check in with each other almost every day. And my critique partners, I still check in with them on a regular basis, and those kind of consistencies are really nice, and they really help with me kind of enjoying the day-to-day stuff. And yeah, they're good for venting as well, so thank you guys for that. I enjoy creating videos. I enjoyed doing all of that, even if sometimes it was stressful. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed creating the How to Write a Book series as well, even if it wasn't doing as well as I hoped with some of the videos, but it still was something really nice that I created, and it's probably going to continue a little bit into 2024. I'm not sure if it's going to continue for the full year. I don't know what more videos I can create at the moment. Drawing a bit of a blank on video ideas for that series, but I have plenty more video ideas still on my list. So just like my writing, I have so many ideas for videos and books and all of that. So do not fret about that. Like, there will be so much more content to come still. But I do want to reflect on me doing YouTube as well with the writing next to it, because as I said, I didn't really do a lot of writing this year, and I think part of that is because I was so busy with other things that I didn't really feel like I had the time. So I want to do more writing, and I don't know how that's going to look next year. I don't know if that means I'm going to do less YouTube, if that means I'm going to, I don't know, tell my boyfriend to F off so I can do writing. I don't know. I don't think that will happen, but yeah, I don't know how I'm going to really fit everything in, but that is something that I want to figure out and kind of find a good balance in, so that I can still do the things that I want to do. And actually work on them. So part of me thinks that I might want to do some different things in 2024 with content creation, I guess. But we shall see how everything is going to go with that. So keep you guys posted on that, I guess. And yeah, hopefully you'll stick around for me figuring out what I want to do in 2024 in my goals video, which is, you know, gonna be published very soon after this video, so that you can see my reflection and then what I do to improve for my 2024 goals. So yeah, I'm literally gonna film that next, so you'll be seeing it in the same clothing. If you enjoyed that video, then I hope you will give it a thumbs up down below, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and you want to continue seeing my journey into 2024 on this channel, then I hope you join our community and become part of that. And yeah, I hope you leave a comment on what you thought about 2023. Maybe you have a favorite moment of 2023 that you want to share. If you have anything 2023 related that you'd like to share with me about your personal life, or you have a moment of my videos that you enjoyed most in 2023, or what kind of your, hey, 2023 was awesome, you did this and this and this, or whatever you want to share. If you have anything basically that you want to share about 2023, then leave them down in the comments. I make sure to reply to my comments. I will be, you know, a little bit unavailable at the moment this video goes live, but I will still be replying to your comments even if I get to them a little bit late. So hopefully that assures you that I will get to your comment. I reply to all of them, so that is not going to change in the new year. With that, I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope that your 2024 starts off right and that you are going to have the best year. And with that, I hope to see you in my next videos.